it's me, Five Summer, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have been building again, which I haven't done for a few weeks. This is part of my save file that I'm creating. I've mentioned this in the past, but what I am doing is creating a save file. I don't know if it's going to go online or anything like that, but I wanted just to create themes and all the different areas. So this is part of, you saw my MacLeod campsite I did a few weeks back, well, probably a couple of months ago now. And this is nearby. This is my containers campsite, which is all designed to look like shipping containers. And I've got a little camp going on where 3 Sims could camp out there in maybe an apocalypse. So the idea behind my save file is that at some point when I get a gaming computer, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch, and I've got a let's play in my head ready to go, and I'm going to have it set in this save file basically. So it's going to be a while before I get the computer because I've got to save up for it, but I thought that it would be cool to, so I thought that it would be good to kind of get in beforehand, start playing, and just to have themes of houses to build while I'm doing this channel. So Oasis Springs is going to be designed on Strange Town. It was originally meant to be Merkland, but I didn't have a lot of inspiration for that. So I've got this little campsite area here where I've got a few where it's going to be camp houses, but a lot of these houses are going to be inspired by houses from Strange Town in Sims 2. So I'm not trying to recreate Strange Town. I just wanted to go with a bit of inspiration for the builds in there. So I'm not going to put every single build that I do on the channel, but I might do a few little building showcase videos where I just go through a few houses that I've built, show you around them a little bit. So they might start appearing within the next few weeks, maybe months time. And that's probably all I've got to say about the build. You can watch me build this and just have a look and see what I've done. I hope you like it. I'm going to try and remember to put this up on the gallery. If not, I do apologise. So that leads me into my Sim chat, which we haven't had again in ages, and it's took me a while to think of something to put up. But I figured since recently my channel has definitely focused on death on The Sims, I thought I would ask my fellow Twitter followers which was their most preferred death out of drowning, starvation, fire and electrocution. Now, starvation didn't get many votes, which I agree with because it's the most boring type of death, and it takes forever. It takes 3 days on The Sims 4 now, whereas in other games it would be a little bit quicker. So that only got 3%. Then the next one we got was fire, which fire is my favourite because fire is the easiest. Everybody knows you can lock a Sim in a room with a firework, lock the door, and your Sim is gone. 90% of the time they do die. I once had Eliza Pancakes try and do that to Eliza Pancakes, and she just stood in the room, fire all around her, and then just waited for it to burn out and just survived. Somehow, I don't know. I think that was when I was beta testing the first Death Trap challenge. I was like, what are you doing, Eliza Pancakes? I think she won in the end. No, she won the main one. I think Don Lothario won the one I practiced. I can't remember. Anyway, so that only got 26% and was second last, which very much surprised me. The next one was drowning at 31%, which actually, now I think about that, drowning might be the easiest death because it happens pretty quick. And all you need to do is fence them into the pool. But I think it's really graphic on The Sims 4. I don't like watching it because they fall under and then they're lying on the top of the pool. I don't like that. I liked it on The Sims 1 where you didn't even have to cage them in. You just have to get rid of the ladder and then they couldn't get out, and then they would just disappear and become a gravestone. That was a much more humane death, whereas it's a little bit graphic on The Sims 4. I know a lot of people don't like that death. So the winner was electrocution, which I thought was really surprising because that got 40%, and electrocution, from my experience, it seems to be the hardest way to kill them on The Sims. Apart from with Sims 4, you've got these emotions deaths, which I just haven't got my head around doing. But I don't know, it's just, I remember when I was first playing The Sims 1 trying to practice out all the different deaths, and it took me ages to get someone electrocuted because the more you try to do it, the better they get at this, the handiness skill or the repair skill or whatever happens to be in each game, so that they're less likely to die. I think the best way of doing The Sims 1 is that you had the monster come round, didn't you? And then they got them to trash everything, and eventually you would, if you're in a bad mood or something like that, I don't know. But it is the hardest death. Like Sims 4, you've got to get them like super days and then try and get them to fix something. But you have to get them to break the thing first. Now, it is a cool death, but it's so difficult. I think you guys are brave for picking that. So I didn't have many comments. I actually only had one, and it was off Kerry Plays. And I always tag her in these because, well, I try and remember because she always kicks off at me when I don't. Well, she doesn't kick off at me. She always mentions saying, oh no, I forgot. So I do try and remember because she does ask me. And anyway, this time she replied, so this time she was like, to be honest, I don't even let any of the Sims die. I was like, I remembered, Kerry. I remembered to remind you when you don't even kill your Sims. But she killed a Sim by drowning once. I think that was a mistake by the sound of things. And I think she said it was a pre-made Sim. And the other comment we got was from, so I got one from Laurie Smith. Anything but fire. I lost everything except lives to a fire. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I can see why. I assume you mean in real life here. I can see why the fires you would be put off playing with fire on The Sims if that you've experienced that. I remember a school burnt down near where I lived when I was a kid, and I think it was like the last day of the holidays, and I think they like managed to get something in place for the beginning of the next year. But I remember like all the kids being devastated because all like the stuff had been destroyed. I never experienced a fire from what I can remember, but I remember having a huge fear of fires when I was a kid. I think it was probably because of that incident actually. And I just used to be like terrified. I used to go, oh, it wasn't. It was because of an episode of Neighbours. And I was terrified of fires after that. And I used to like be terrified at night to go to sleep in case the house burnt down. So I can see why that brings back bad memories. Sorry for bringing that up. So I only got those 2 comments. So I put another question out yesterday, and I asked just for a shout out, so what is your favourite way to kill your Sims and why? So we had a few more of our Sim Chat regulars on there. So we've got Hip Hip Renee YT. I feel so bad killing my Sims, but I love killing elder Sims via overexertions. If you're smelling what I'm stepping in. Yeah, overexertion is a fun way to kill off your Sims, whether that's woohooing or whether that's getting them to do too much exercise. I definitely stand by that as a fun death, and I think it was a good little thing to add into The Sims 4. I think they do have a lot of brilliant deaths. We have another comment from Simon Patrine. Again, I age them up to elders, then I have them woohoo until they died from exhaustion. Nicole Sim Social said, I don't actually play the game, so I don't know, but when I was small, I guess I played the first and second Sims game and accidentally killed them in a fire and have been scarred ever since. But no, honestly, even when I did play, I never liked killing them. I feel like I'm some sort of sadist now because I just thought that's what everybody loved doing on The Sims. And apparently, it's either that or I have very nice friends on Twitter. Then we have a comment from Vin Silly. My all-time favourite is in the pool. You know what? Now I've been talking about it, I think pool is probably pool. I'm saying pool strange. Pool is probably pool. Pool is probably one of my favourite deaths. And I think it's probably going to become a staple in the 100 Ghosts challenge. It was in Death Trap Challenge Castaways edition because it was when you get in the pool, you're not getting out of the pool. So I think that I am turning over to the pool deaths. The last comment, we had another thread going about overexertion. One, it's from the Senile Simmer. It says, what a way to go, I say. I did the Elder Woohoo challenge a couple of weeks ago on a stream. Very fun. I hope that option is available to me when it's my time to go. If you see our Simmer is very, very cheeky. But I'm not gonna disagree. And then Hip Hip Renee replied to this, me too, hands down the best way to go for me. Worst thing ever to happen to the partner. And the Senile Simmer said, I didn't think of that. Yeah, so on that note, if you want to comment down below what your favourite ways of killing your Sims are, go for it. And also, any ideas for Strange Town things or things I could put into my save file, comment below. That would be brilliant. If you have liked this video, if you want to click the thumbs up, or if you want to comment, if you want to share, that would be fantastic. If you're brand new to my channel, hello, I'm glad you've stuck through my ramblings about death on The Sims. I hope you've enjoyed this. I am Tribe Simmer. If you like what you see, or if you watch other videos and you like and you want to come back, click the subscribe button, press the bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time. Oh, join the tribe and subscribe. I forgot to say it that time. Bye everyone.